Hello everybody and welcome to T-Shirt Talk, where I chat about t-shirts that I get from concerts, festivals or online, or if I buy them off somebody or whatever. So gonna go back to 2019, it's not too far ago is it? But I've been talking about Arctangent Festival lately. So this is the first time that I've been to Arctangent. I've only been there twice and this t-shirt was from there. So it's a fairly plain shirt on the front, just grey, and there is the logo, which is neat. I really like that. It's if you can see how close I can get that how detailed, but I like the fact that it's kind of, fairly sort of everyday average Joe type style of shirt, and then you've got a nice little logo, and then on the back you've got like all the bands. Hang on, where we got? So you got the Arctangent there, look, and then you got Coheed and Cambria, all the other bands. How we doing? Okay, and Sugar, look, Court of Luna. So that is they're all the bands that played. It was on, when was it? It was the 15th to the 17th of August. It was a 3-day event in Bristol on a farm. I went on my own and took the small tent, just took more basic stuff, because when we go to Bloodstock we always take a lot of stuff, so I sort of didn't take so much, and camped on my own, and I just enjoyed all the bands. I could go and see who I wanted whenever I wanted to see them, and it was really good. I recommend going to Arctangent if you like slightly sort of more maybe experimental type metal, a bit more niche, I guess. I mean, certainly than Download, but compared to Bloodstock, it's a little bit more niche because it sort of follows post-metal, doom, mathcore, electronica type mix of metal, sort of rock and metal, progressive, proggy, all sorts of stuff, and then like everything else that goes with it. Let's just do it. There you go. There's a close up of that. So we'll go through some of those bands. So I saw Coheed. They were the first headliner. They were fantastic. That's the second time I've seen Coheed, but the first time I didn't really know their music too well. And this time I know a few albums. So Carpenter Brute played, Zeal and Ardor played. I didn't see either of those two. I saw a little bit of Zeal and Ardor, but Daughters played. I saw them a little bit. They were good. Not even sure what that band is. That one there, underneath that one there, look. I don't know who that is. Didn't see them. I don't think I did, didn't we? Who else we got? So we got Raccanon. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Conjurer. They played. They were brilliant. Conjurer played. Absolutely brilliant. They played on one of the smaller stages at sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they were heavy. They were so good. They were brilliant. They just released the album they released before this one. It's just come out. So they're just sort of touring on that. And just heavy, brutal. And you could tell that they were like honing their skills. They were starting to become this band of pure talent and pure belief in themselves. I mean, I've seen them a couple of times since, and I think they've sort of come together so much as a band. Like Nordic Giants played, Bosk played. Bosk are just fantastic. Love Bosk. There they are, look. Seen them a couple of times before, but they were brilliant. Light set and stage, just fantastic. I mean, obviously they play fantastic. Love their music. Who else we got? Crikey. Covet, I didn't see them. Ithaca, I think I saw them. Pine, Pijn. They were fantastic as well. So that's the Thursday. Now, the Friday was a funny day, the Friday. because on a Friday in the morning, 10 o'clock, they did this fantastic thing. There was 3 band members, one out of Bosk, I think it's guitarist, the vocalist out of LLNN who played this festival, and Bosk, LLNN, and Conjurer. So three members of those bands. They just got on the stage, on like one of the small stages, and they had a 10 o'clock morning sort of get together. Just sat there, everyone, and then there's us folk, the punters, just sat watching them, and they had a chat. They had a chat about post metal, basically post metal, and all the influences of the bands, you know, the big bands, and they just chatted about it, asked each other questions, and it was really, really good. I found it so interesting being a fan of that type of music, and listening to three guys who play in sort of, I mean, Conjurer, you wouldn't really say they're post-metal elements, but at the end of the day, they appreciate it so much, and they got influences and stuff like that. So Bosk are post-metal, and who else did I say? I can't remember, I'm losing the plot here. LLNN, yeah, so they're sort of post-metal. Heavier post-metal, though. They're a bit more crunching and a bit more sort of brutal, I suppose. You know, they don't take no punches, sort of thing. So so that was quality. That was absolutely quality, and I really enjoyed listening to all those guys. They talked for an hour, and it seemed like 10 minutes. And then the rest of the day, I've witnessed it a couple of times. Rain, like 13 hours. It rained all day, and it was quite heavy. It was quite heavy at times. It didn't stop. I was well prepared. I had big poncho on and hat and stuff, and I was quite warm. But it was so wet, it did not stop raining. Eventually, all that dampness, all that rain caught up with me, and I ended up getting sort of quite wet, really. So I had to get changed about 5-6 o'clock in the evening, and then I wore my big yellow security coat. Well, security coat, I say. It's like a big yellow high vis, and then people thought I was security, and people were asking me security questions. So that was crazy. But I was warmer, and then it rained all the way through to about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and there was a big cheer when it stopped, and it's crazy. The good news is with Arctangent is all the stages, they're all tents. You know, there's no out. It's an outdoor festival, but they're all in tents. So, I mean, you know, and there's plenty of space. So I was moving from stage to stage, but there's a lot better than being like in a complete open air, because it would have been proper wet then, like, you know. But no, it was fantastic. I saw some good bands that day. I didn't see quite so many because it wasn't there wasn't so many I wanted to see. So I did see Russian Circles, and I think I saw a little bit of Battles at the end there. Hang on, let's have a look. There we go. Look. So what else we got? 65 Days of Static. I did not see them. The Ocean, they were phenomenal. I watched them. They were absolutely brilliant. Black Peaks were good. I saw them as well. I watched a bit of Birds in Row. They were good. And then I think there's a band called Mold. Did they play that day? Not sure. So what else we got? We Never Learned to Live. I don't think I saw them. I didn't see too much, really. I was trying to not get too wet, I guess. But yeah, it was good. And then Saturday. Now Saturday was a different beast of a day. It was sunny and it was gorgeous, and it's incredible. It amazes me sometimes how sort of when you get a field and it's, you know, you got that much of mud and water or whatever, or even more, how much it dries up, especially with people walking in it. Like, so the sun came out and it was blisteringly hot, and it was a different atmosphere. People were like, you know, you could just feel the atmosphere change, because it, end of the day, you know, when it's just got rain, it gets a little bit much after a while, you know. But so the sun came out, it was beautiful, completely changed the atmosphere, and it was like almost like a different festival. Meshuggah, they headlined They headlined it on the Saturday. Cult of Luna sub-headlined, and there's the other bands. Hang on, let's just get that in focus. There we go. So we've got Caspian, which I didn't see. Employed to Serve, I saw a little bit of them. They're really good. Really like them. I was gutted I didn't see a band called Car Bomb. And they were supposed to play this year and they didn't play, so I was disappointed with that. Just trying to sort of see, you know, because at the end of the day, there's about 4 stages and bands playing at same times. They're not too bad with Arctangent because they do stagger sets. So normally there's 2 bands playing at the same time. Then as soon as they finish, the other 2 will play. So you're only really clashing with two at a time. So what else we got? There's a band called Curse These Metal Hands. They were phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. What else did we see on that day? LLNN, who I've talked about, heavy post-metal, just stunning. I'd love to see them again. They've just released a new album, which I want to get. I haven't got that yet. Yeah, so that's pretty much the T-shirt for Arctangent. A great festival. Went again this year. Bought a T-shirt for that, so that'd be cool. I can do one for that. And it's not grey. And that's it. Yeah. So Arctangent. Go if you fancy something different. It's only a small festival as well. I got there on the Wednesday, because when did it start? Started on Thursday, didn't it? So I got there on the Wednesday. Yeah, got there on Wednesday. Got my tent set up. Went in to it got me my wristband, and then chilled out. They had a little bar area with haystacks, and you could sit on and get a beer. And there was a few of us. It wasn't loads, but there was a nice atmosphere of people. Got chatting to a couple of people about music and bands and stuff, and they wanted to see and whatever. And had a quick look around. It wasn't loads. There was only a limited amount open, but you could have a walk around and get your bearings and figure out stages and stuff like that. And it was absolutely fantastic. They did a great thing because I got a lanyard, and on it got when all the bands are playing. But they did a like for fans of. So you'd have whoever was playing on your lanyard, and then they'd say for fans of, and they'd list 3 bands that you might like that are similar to the band playing on this lanyard. So there was a lot of stuff I hadn't heard of. So I sort of followed that. It's a shame they didn't do that this year. So I think if it'd be great if they ever brought that back. But that was really interesting. I really like that. And I think that should be done at more festivals and stuff. So it was great. So yeah, if you ever get a chance, go to Arctangent Festival in Bristol and have a great time. Righto, I'll see you in the next vid. Bye.